In the vast expanse of the internet, we often find ourselves marvelling at the boundless opportunities it presents. It's a place where creativity knows no limits, where fortunes can be made, and where connections are forged between individuals from all walks of life. However, beneath this shiny facade lies a darker, more sinister underbelly. As we delve deeper into the hidden corners of the web, we come face to face with the realization that it is not just a platform for innovation and prosperity. It is also a breeding ground for dangerous individuals who exploit its anonymity to weave intricate webs of darkness and horror. These predators lurk in the shadows, waiting for unsuspecting victims to stumble into their traps. I'm Raven Preaker, and today we'll dive into the twisted world of a manipulative predator who relishes the power he is holding over his victims, staining his hands with the blood of innocence. A shocking post was discovered by me on the Disturbing as Fuck subreddit, where a user named QuantityRoyal7021 shared his troubling experience. In May, a user stumbled upon a disturbing situation while browsing a website called Teen Chat, because he found it funny to troll people there. One day, when someone posted a Discord link. Typically such links are either from a young person creating a group to share memes, or from a malicious men attempting to lure children by sharing porn, but this time, it was something ominous and sinister. He discovered a Discord server managed by a user named Kuro, whose real identity was revealed to be Aditya Mishra, a 22-year-old born on November 19, 2001. The server was filled with sexed-up teenagers, and upon further investigation the Redditor found a subsection titled Pics, which contained threads with inappropriate pictures of underage girls, accompanied by snarky comments from Kuro and even contact information for some of the victims. Shocked by this discovery, QuantityRoyal7021 immediately contacted the FBI and Cybertip and sought therapy to cope with the mental distress caused by the encounter. However, when the authorities did not take immediate action, he decided to take matters into his own hands and personally reach out to the victims. Horrified by the revelation of Kuro's actions, the victims provided incriminating screenshots of their conversations with him, which were compiled in a Google Drive folder. Through Kuro's messaging boards, more victims were identified and contacted.
So basically, he texted me on this random server I was in and started to try and manipulate me. He managed to force me to send some pictures by pressuring me. Then he started asking if I could put my head in a toilet and cut myself. I said no, and he got mad. So I just blocked him. Then he tagged me in the server he texted me from, saying I was lucky he didn't save them and that I should start deleting all my messages. Then a day later, last night, an account called Helldad added me, and this time he was being all sweet and kind, and I already knew what was going on. He got me to add him on his main, and we talked there for a bit, and asked me if he could see me using a pacifier, and I kinda ghosted after that, and he stopped messaging me. Then this morning, I was added on Instagram and talked to be Clara, a catfish account made to catfish Kuro. I remember giving him my Instagram tag last night willingly, but then he said I'm banned. I need a new phone. But yeah, ultimately nothing bad happened to me. But it's obvious he's a bad person. I added Kuro and he requested SFW photos. I said no. He unadded me, and 2 weeks later he added me again. This time I complied, and we talked, and I sent constant nudes, and I was threatened if I didn't. He told me about all the girls he groomed, girls he made cut themselves, girls he leaked. However, he promised he loved me and would never do that to me. If I didn't send, he'd unadd me and then add me back later asking for more pics. I was scared to lose him, so I complied. Not long later, he started to leak my pictures to my friends, posting them online everywhere he could, and would beg for more pictures, promising he'd stop. I was on a website called Teen Chat. I said, looking for friends, and that's when Kuro messaged me. I gave him my Discord account and we chatted there. He gave me weird pat names, and soon enough he got me to send nudes. After a few days, he started sending pictures of girls cutting themselves with his name in them. It made me feel gross, so I blocked him soon after. He then made a server sharing and distributing my sensitive photos without my consent. He sent many people the invite links and shared my username, which led to people adding me.
Quantity Royal 7021 then created a Discord server with his school friends, predator catchers, and the victims to organise the information they had gathered. They even went as far as catfishing Kuro multiple times, discovering that he was an Indian man with a thick accent who primarily targeted white and Asian girls.
I mean, all I asked you was send me some notes and that is it. But no, you fucking bitch, you wouldn't listen to me. So, this is all your fault.
Kuro believed that obtaining a yes from his manipulated and mentally challenged minor victims constituted consent to post their pictures publicly and humiliate them. It was also revealed that Kuro was part of the infamous Harm Nation, a satanic neo-Nazi PDF file cult ring, which explained his use of an SS officer profile picture on one of his many Discord accounts and his pretense of being a German boy to lure girls. Harm Nation is a disturbing online community that has gained notoriety for its involvement in child sexual exploitation.
I met him first on June 17th on Teen Chat. And then we spoke on Discord. He spoke about another girl, Lola, who looked like me. I was confused and curious, but I sent him my body, and it made me feel good. He also asked if I had an AD or have ever done self-harm. He showed me the cuts of her girls have done for him. He asked why I took nudes, and I told him that it felt good to admire myself. He liked it too.
Self-harm and extremism. The group operates across various social media platforms and communication channels where members share explicit content related to these subjects. One of the most alarming aspects of Harm Nation is its role in the distribution and promotion of child sexual abuse material, with members sharing and exchanging images and videos depicting the sexual exploitation of minors. Harm Nation has been linked to various forms of extremism, including far-right ideologies and neo-Nazi beliefs, with some members expressing support for violent actions and hate crimes. Despite posting all the information on Reddit, Redditors' efforts did not gain much traction. They continued to update the FBI every few weeks and encouraged the victims to inform their parents and the police about the situation. While some girls received the love and care they needed from their parents, others were reluctant to involve the authorities, fearing criminal arrest for spreading CP. As time went on, Redditor reached out to news companies and YouTubers like Turkey, Tom, Mutahar, and Nick Crowley, hoping to raise awareness about Kuro's actions. Unfortunately, not all the victims could be trusted, as some believed that Kuro genuinely cared for them and informed him of the group's efforts to bring him to justice. Some of the victims allowed into Team's server were so manipulated by Kuro that they genuinely believed he cared for them, leading them to develop a twisted sense of love for their abuser. These brainwashed girls not only revealed the existence of our group, which consisted of teenagers and former victims working together to bring Kuro to justice, but they also managed to leak Redditor's personal phone number. Two of the main girls who acted as Kuro's henchmen were based in the USA, and OP made plans to contact their local police and schools when the academic year began. One of these hench girls, a 14-year-old from Eugene, Oregon, attended Sheldon High School. Kuro used these girls to do his dirty work, such as extorting other victims, spying on our group, and introducing him to their friends, effectively putting their entire high school community at risk. Kuro leaked Redditor's phone number on a Discord server, but fortunately no harm came from it, so he believes Kuro eventually deleted the message containing his number. However, the victims became increasingly fearful for their safety, as they did not want their online mistakes to have real-life consequences. They were forced to remain silent, knowing that Kuro could send their nude images to their schools and families if he found out someone was after him. For a brief moment, it seemed that Kuro had become scared, issuing an apology for hurting the girls and promising to stop his predatory behaviour after becoming aware of Team's efforts to stop him. Sadly, this moment of remorse was short-lived, as he quickly retracted his statement, claiming that whores deserve to have their privacy violated.
Girls who are mentally ill but whores. I know this sounds funny, a man labeling kids as whores, but hold your horses, White Knight. You think you can save these girls, but too bad, they're just gonna piss on your face. These girls are shameless and terrible. From doing cut signs for multiple men to abusing their pets, they're ignorant yet aware of what happens to them. They like being used, they like being groomed. Reason to get love and attention. These girls do not want to get better. They just enjoy this shit. Unlike others, they do not listen to actual advices or help.
Emboldened by his perceived untouchability due to his location, Kuro began to flaunt his real face in his profile picture and used his real name Aditya when grooming girls. I joined the investigation, and from the known data obtained from the investigation, the following was revealed to me. Aditya Nayaran Mishra, a 21-year-old Indian born on November 19, 2001, is an internet predator with an observed pronounced attraction to children whose actions not only traumatize his victims, but also raise concerns about potential real-life abuse. Aditya Nayaran Mishra can be found lurking on various online platforms, including the self-harm section of Twitter, Shtwit, Eating Disorder Twitter, Dbooty Ed, Discord, Teen Chat, and many more. His presence on these platforms is far from innocuous, as he actively seeks out vulnerable young girls to exploit and manipulate. He grooms girls as young as 7 to 17 years old, coercing them into cutting their bodies for him, writing disgusting messages on their skin, or using markers to defile their bodies. He also extorts girls who attempt to expose his crimes by threatening to release their personal information and nude images online. In addition to his grooming and extortion tactics, Mishra threatens the lives of his victims, engages in discussions about rape, and speaks sexually to minors. He sends images of his own genitalia to underage girls and distributes nude images of other girls to his victims, purportedly to teach them how to photograph themselves. Mishra also coerces minors into performing sexual acts and sells this illicit content on the internet. Despite the overwhelming evidence against him, Aditya Nayaran Mishra refuses to take responsibility for his actions. Instead, he attempts to portray himself as innocent or shifts the blame onto his victims, accusing them of being the ones who sent the explicit images in the first place. This lying, narcissistic and sadistic PDF file shows no remorse for the harm he has caused. Thus far, the law enforcement agencies that have been informed about Mishra's crimes have failed to take any known action against him. There is an FSB warrant against him, but no updates have been heard since the declaration, and our previous Russian contact has mysteriously disappeared. Currently, Kuro's Discord servers and Telegram channels have been deleted, and while he is being more cautious, he remains active. There are only a few people willing to take part in the investigation, and that number is decreasing, now down to just 15. With OP leaving, our efforts could be further weakened. I urge anyone who cares and wants to help stop this monster to join the team. Even a small contribution can enhance the safety of the online environment against Kuro, as these victims could easily be your own children, sisters, nieces or nephews. I'll leave the contacts to participate in the description under the video. Thank you in advance for your support and for paying attention to this issue. For watching.